love it. Now, I mean, we've obviously met many times over the years, Warwick, and you've been on this show many times talking about projects. But this is something that I never knew about you. That when you were born, your chances of survival past your teens didn't look good.
Yeah, I mean, the prognosis wasn't great for me. I was born in 1970, so medical science isn't quite what it is today. And I think on seeing a child as small as me and in the condition I was in, just puzzled doctors, really. And so, yeah, they gave me a pretty sort of grim outlook. I mean, my parents, you know, I don't know how they would have coped with such a thing, really.
And didn't they even say that whatever life you did live, you'd always be wheelchair-bound?
They did say that, yeah, they did say that.
And look how things have turned out.
Well, I mean, did I prove them wrong, or did I get lucky? Well, what's happened here, you know? But
is it a condition that was sort of in your family, Warwick, or your parents?
No, it isn't, no. The condition of dwarfism I have is called spondyal epiphyseal dysplasia congenita. It basically describes the sort of the formation of the ends of the bones in me, and then causes short stature. But there are other sort of complications that go along with that as well. Some people with SED get more of those than others, and I think I've been quite fortunate. And it's just about kind of just keeping positive. I'm a firm believer in mind over matter here, you know, and if you keep positive and keep focused, you can overcome a lot of physical kind of pain and difficulty.
Too, because I mean, I can imagine their instinct would have been to wrap you up in cotton wool.
Oh, it would have been, yeah, and
they didn't.
No, they didn't, and I thank them for that as well, because they would just not being brutal, but make me sort of get on with things and fend for myself a little bit. So, you know, if I couldn't reach something on a shelf in the house, they would encourage me to have a go at getting it myself. So it makes you very kind of intuitive and resourceful. So when you go out into the world, you kind of learn to think about things in a different way, how you can solve it instead of always asking for help, and it makes you independent.
Yeah, which is great. And I mean, and you started in show business at such a young age as well. You're only 11.
That's right, yeah. My big break was when I was just at school. My grandmother heard a radio commercial, and I've been acting ever since. And it's weird. It's one of those careers that you never really set out to do it, and I look back now 37 years later and I'm still doing it, and it's like, oh, I guess this is my job then, you know.
Well, Star Wars turned out to be a pretty good franchise to have.
You know, and it's not a bad thing to have on your CV, definitely not.
Now, obviously you've moved through, you know, various different mediums. You do theatre work as well, and telly is something that is really close to your heart. I love the idea that you and your granny sitting watching game shows, and who would know years later that that's what you would be doing as well, just like Brucey, who you used to watch.
Absolutely, he's one of my heroes as far as quiz show hosts, game show hosts go. And you know, me and my nan used to sit down and watch all the, you know, Play Your Cards Right, Celebrity Squares, which I fortunately got to host myself a few years ago. And she loved a good game show, quiz show, and if she could see me presenting Tenable, my new show right now,
wouldn't she
she'd be very proud. Well, she gave me my big break as well, so I've heard her thank for so many things. In this country, we love to make lists, so it's about top tens or lists of things of 10, and there is. I'm always amazed at the question writers, how they come up with these things. Some of my favourites from this brand new series are the nation's favourite smells. Oh, you've got a favourite smell?
Vanilla.
Vanilla, that's a good one. Yeah, I think
Woody.
Woody.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a
Woody,
thing.
as in Toy Story.
Yeah, no, not that Woody, but I do love him. Do you ever get competitive? Because I would want to, like, beat the contestants.
Well, I don't know the answers. I asked not to see them in case I give something away. But as they're thinking, I'm also thinking about what it could be. I'm usually wrong. I'd be useless if I played it. But there you go.
You see, I'd forget to host. I'd be like that. In a minute, you.
Well, as the host, you have to play kind of... I'm the viewer's voice at home saying, what are you thinking? Why have you just said that? And I'm also on the side of the contestant, willing them on to win the money. Because, you know, I love to see winners on this show. And in this new series, we've got some big winners and some people who don't go away with anything at all.
What age are your kids now, I'm thinking?
So, Annabelle is 20 and Harrison's 14. So,
wow. How did that happen?
I don't know. Time flies, doesn't it? I don't know.
Are they into acting?
Annabelle is actually in a series called The Dumping Ground on CBBC. She's a very popular character. And it's quite nice when we go out anywhere, she sort of takes the pressure off me for the selfies and all that stuff, you see. So I stand back and everyone wants to get to meet her.
Well, I know why they've got to that age, because did you not meet Sam really young?
Yeah, I met Sam, well, we got married in 1991, so we've been together 26 years now. Look at that, I remember that on live.
That is
well
really
done.
good. Brownie point.
Oh, I think that, you know, I'd always be anxious for my children to get into an industry like this one. Do you ever worry?
You know what? I would never push my kids to do anything they didn't want to do. I'm encouraging when they've made their own decision. And Annabelle decided she wanted to audition for the Dumping Ground, and I've been supporting her ever since with that. And whatever Harrison decides to do, then I'll be right behind him with his decisions as well. Realistically, I know how tough this industry is, and you know, you have to really work at it and be very lucky as well. So. Yeah, I'm right behind my kids. What
Well,
they want to do.
you're doing all right, and we have to very quickly say as well, best of luck with your play as well.
Yeah, I've got a brand new musical that opens on the 22nd of January.
Yeah, but you're producing that.
It's called Eugenius. I'm producing it. Tickets went on sale yesterday. It's very exciting. An 80s-inspired musical.
What's not to love about that?
Oh, it's and I'd like to invite you ladies to the opening night.
Oh, that's what you need. A row of loose women on your opening night. Thank you, it's Warwick Davis.
Thank you.